I don't know what's going on. So I'm here not to talk about Pops and them. I'm here for the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Von and Dunn. If you haven't done it already, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, smash it. It doesn't take time at all. It's free. I'll subscribe back to you. For God's sakes, I'll jump out of parachute for it. Do not make me lose. First things first. So do not miss one. Make sure you subscribe. I'm doing YouTube full time. That is my ultimate goal, and all I need you to do is smash that subscribe button because it's absolutely free. Now let's get into the video.
He's answering the questions perfectly, and the funny thing about it, that I got a couple of young bulls out there. I talked to Denzel Ward. I talked to some, but I can't say the name. But anyway, I done talked to some people. He looked different. There's a difference when that young bull is out there spinning that ball. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Difference. I'm talking about football. I ain't talking about no media and all that hoopla and all them, on Twitter, they putting up the numbers. He was 10 for 12 for 2 touchdowns. I'm talking about when he's at the helm, he looks different. Whether he's going with the first team, second team, or third team, it don't matter. I understand getting drafted in the 5th round. All that means nothing when it's time to play football and that whistle blows. He looks different than the rest of the competition. That's what I heard. And I'm talking from not Brother Ward. I'm just talking about from sources that's in that room, that's on that field, that's playing the sport. Man, come on, man.
Now, for what it's worth, this is the newest news on Shedeur Sanders. We got Cleveland Insiders, or ESPN Cleveland, Tony Rizzo and Chops. They come on and they clear the smoke regarding Shedeur Sanders. This is the newest update. They're letting us know that they believe in Shedeur. They don't know how it's going to play out, but they do believe in Shedeur. And what I want to point out is one of the key topics. Chad Ochocinco pointed it out. He said, hey, the players out there can see that this kid is different. Hey, Tony Rizzo pointed it out. Rizzo, shout out to Uncle Riz. Uncle Riz said it. Players are out there and they can see what's going on, so you cannot lie to the players. That's one thing that I want to point out. Will Shedeur Sanders be given an equal opportunity to win this quarterback battle, or is it already a scheme and a setup? What is going on? Y'all let me know. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think about this. I'm about to roll the footage on the Rizzo's and their full page for the full video. Until next time, it's your boy Van Dunn. Ow!
That was crazy.
Riz, that's week 12. What are the odds that Shedeur's starting that game? They have to be higher than we would think, right?
Zach, I'm starting to believe that I cannot see a path other than maybe injury of Shedeur starting early in this season. And you know what? I as a Shedeur fan, because I think he can play at the NFL level. That's what this is all based on. I know he's a nice kid, and I love Deion growing up and everything, but this isn't a popularity contest. I think he can play. I think Shedeur's completion percentage is perfect for this offense, and I see it back. But I'm almost glad that he's not going to have all this pressure early on. I mean, the Browns did a smart thing, I thought, with Baker. And Baker actually started before they wanted him to because of injury. But I didn't want Baker with the weight of the world in week 1. I think Shedeur would handle it, but then he'd have to get most of the reps in training camp, and that's not going to happen. So I don't want to set him up to fail. But I think this. I think when Shedeur does get in, he's going to show people that he belongs in the NFL and that he can be a good starting quarterback for a franchise. I pray it's not with somebody else. Because I think that there are other steps the Browns will take before starting him, but that might be a good thing for Shedeur.
What do you make of Deontay Johnson saying he thinks Kenny Pickett's going to start, and then TJ Houshmandzadeh saying he's talking to a non-player in the building, saying the competition's only between Gabriel and Pickett? Like, that's a lot.
Well, let's connect the dots here. I could see these scenarios in that. The first quarterback that Andrew Berry went out and got, our GM, was Kenny Pickett, and he traded for him. The next quarterback he got, or the first quarterback he took in the draft, was Dylan Gabriel. I'm sure they want to get a look at those two players, but those two players are going to have to perform on the field. And they might get the first start. I learned this early on in my career. There were guys that got opportunities before I did, but I knew when I got my opportunity that I was going to make the most of it. So these guys, I could see that scenario, but I still think it has to play out, Zach, in training camp, because you can't tell Myles Garrett and Joe Batonio and Denzel Ward that we're going to go with this guy when the other guys look better, clearly better in training camp.
Got a couple of young bulls out there. I talked to Denzel Ward. I done talked to some people. He looked different. There's a difference when that young bull is out there spinning that ball. You hear me?
So I think everything is subject to change based on what happens in training camp. Now, could the Browns, I don't want to use the word fix. Could the Browns, I don't want to use the word fix. Could the Browns set up a scenario where Pickett gets most of the reps and then you'd have to start him? Yeah. Kenny's also a veteran guy.
Major shout out to Uncle Rizzo for keeping it authentic right there. I mean, 100% real. This is the newest update. What he said is they can fix it, y'all. Man, listen to me closely. Subscribe to the channel. We speaking the real over here. We lightening up. Everything's electric. And Uncle Riz just let us know they can fix it. This the NFL. They can fix it now. But if they don't fix it, if they let everything play out, if they let the players decide, if it's a player-led team, if they let the skills that's on the field prove and choose who's playing and who's starting, Shedeur will be starting on day one. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments below, because not only do I talk sports, we talk sports. I hope to see you down in the comments. Subscribe because it's absolutely free, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm going to make another one right now.